there have been a lot of changes to the Ticker Trends platform, and I haven't gotten a chance to make an updated full video on what's happening at Ticker Trends and all of the things that we're launching. So I wanted to do that today. And first, I'm going to start by talking about the new products and the new strategy at Ticker Trends, and then go over the Ticker Trends Terminal, which is our initial product, which we launched, and how that plays into our strategy long term and some of the updates that we're making to it. So if you're interested in alternative data, what Ticker Trends is doing, or financial markets in general, I think this video will be extremely valuable to you. And that's the entire point of Ticker Trends, to provide the most value possible to our users based on alternative data. So the first new product that I want to mention, I have it on screen right now, is the Social Arbitrage Fund. And as to the backstory of why we're creating this fund, it's something that has actually been in the works for much longer than even the Ticker Trends terminal itself. So essentially what we did at Ticker Trends is our very first reason for creating the Ticker Trends terminal was as an internal tool that we would use for our own personal trading. So it was something that we would use to manage our own accounts, and it later evolved into something where I thought, if this tool is so valuable for me, and there's nothing currently available on the market that does anything close to it, then why would I not open this to the public? So when I made that decision, the Ticker Trends platform evolved greatly, and it morphed into what it is today. And at the same time, we were still using it internally for our own research and management of capital within the Ticker Trends company. Now, what ended up happening is, as we continued to do this research and as we improved the Ticker Trends platform and our internal tools, the strategy became too good to ignore. We launched the Ticker Trends platform to the public, and what we found is that the public needed more guidance as to how to use what we had created effectively. And when we were looking at what we were able to do internally versus the response of increased guidance from the public to the Ticker Trends platform, we thought that it made no sense not to launch a fully managed fund option where we can more securely share the way that we've been able to utilize and leverage alternative data to gain an edge in financial markets. So that's the goal of the Ticker Trends fund, the Social Arbitrage Fund, is to open all of this internal research strategies and success that we've been able to have and scale it up to larger capital amounts through this fund. So what stage are we at for this fund? Essentially, what we're looking to do right now is we're looking for seed capital investors who are looking to put capital into the fund as our first round of investors. And in fact, what I'm excited to announce since our previous videos and kind of discussion of this is that we do actually currently have a few people who are interested in being these seed capital investors. However, to reach the amount that we would like to get to for this first fundraise into the fund, we do need a few more investors. And our goal with the Social Arbitrage Fund is not so much to have 100 different investors in the fund and manage like tens of billions of dollars. The goal is to keep it agile so that we're able to effectively apply our strategy while also not having too many investors to the point where it dilutes us from our ability to focus on our actual internal strategy. So what I'm trying to say with this is the more concentrated that our fund is with just a few investors, the better. And that's why we're trying to put out this interest and announce our fund so that the right investors can hear about it. If you haven't seen kind of what I've mentioned before about this fund, and you can see it on the page right here, this is our internal trading performance that we've been able to achieve. So you can see this blue line here is the Social Arbitrage Fund, and this black line is the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 in the period that we've been trading the Social Arbitrage Fund internally has actually been flat since from when we started to where it is today. Whereas the Social Arbitrage Fund has been able to achieve roughly 340% returns in that same period. And what's interesting about this too is that, as with any fund, and you'll see this, the strategy is also improving over time. So what I'm trying to say there is that moving forward, I believe returns can be even higher than what they've been previously, although obviously previous returns are not indicative of future results. But I do think that our returns have been able to show definitively that the strategy that we've created is effective in financial markets. And our edge is very clearly defined, which we do describe in our deck for the fund. So that brings me to my next thing. If you are interested in potentially investing in the fund, then all you need to do is send us an email, admin@navtradingco, to express your interest. And we are currently sending out this investor deck through email to people who are interested. And we do have one more product in addition to this fund, which is kind of for a different type of investor. If you're an investor who's not an accredited investor within the US, maybe you just don't feel that you want to put that level of capital into something, then we are going to also be offering a copy trading product, which you can think of as the social arbitrage fund light version. What this copy trading product is going to be is it's going to be an app where you can connect your existing Robinhood trading account and allocate funds to a copy trading strategy, which is you could think of it as a watered down version of the full social arbitrage fund, because if we have access to the capital directly when managing the capital, we have much more flexibility and ability to utilize more advanced strategies within our trades. In a copy trading strategy, there are a lot of limitations. Essentially, it's limited to only buying and selling equities. So that's how our copy trading strategy is going to be. It's going to be a more simplified version of our full fund, only buying and selling equities on these Robinhood accounts, which are attached to the strategy which we will be providing. And then our full managed flagship social arbitrage fund will be funds directly managed internally, where we can provide much more advanced strategies and likely better quality trades than what would be available through the copy trading. That being said, the copy trading will still be a very effective strategy. The purpose of the copy trading strategy is to give insights to potential investors who maybe aren't ready to move into the fully managed fund, but still want to get an idea of what we're doing internally. So that's why we're launching the copy trading strategy in addition to this social arbitrage fund. Now, outside of the social arbitrage fund, we still do have the base Ticker Trends platform. The base Ticker Trends platform is still an alternative data research platform. However, we are making some changes here as well, in addition to these new products that we're launching. So the Ticker Trends platform, if you haven't noticed, we've actually decreased the price since we've launched. And the reason being is it plays a different role now than it did previously. Previously, the Ticker Trends terminal was going to be our main public offering, and now it's becoming a secondary public offering as a way for, similar to the copy trading app, as a way for potential investors into the fully managed fund can get an idea of what we're doing internally at Ticker Trends. And of course, to users who want to do their own research as well and develop their own social arbitrage or alternative data strategies that they want to use for themselves. So our goal moving forward with the Ticker Trends data platform is to make it is to increase the ease of use and lower the complexity rather than what we launched with. When we launched the Ticker Trends data platform, we launched it trying to make it as prosumer as possible, assuming that everyone was excited and knowledgeable as we are internally about alternative data. And that ended up obviously not being true. The entire reason why our strategy is profitable internally is because other people don't use the same strategy. So what we're going to do moving forward is we're going to provide more direction in the Ticker Trends platform and more simplicity so that users who are interested in executing their own trades outside of the copy trading strategy or the managed fund can have a better idea and a simpler ease of use to find that needle in the haystack in terms of what companies are performing the best based on alternative data. And the way that we're doing this is by simplifying the ticker ranking page and the data-specific data tables. So essentially on the Ticker Trends platform, we have these data tables which rank data based on how they're performing. And currently we offer a lot of customization for these data tables. However, we're going to decrease that customization and instead provide more hard-coded values that are internally designed to give better, let's say, recommendations or point you in a better direction of what companies you should be looking at. And so we believe that this will provide more value to the end user who's maybe not interested in doing as deep of research as we do internally. while still making a really, really awesome platform that still achieves its initial goal of having this alternative data terminal available to the public that was previously reserved only for hedge funds. So I think this really goes well with our fund offering and our copy trading offering, because everything kind of plays together in a way that for different types of users, whether it's someone who wants to do their own research, someone who maybe doesn't have the level of capital to be an accredited investor but still wants to be involved in something like ticker trends, they have the copy trading strategy. And then for an investor with a larger amount of capital, who would like to get the fully managed solution where they don't want to do any research themselves, they want more expert level analysis going into their trades, then they can access the fully managed fund. And again, the way to contact us about that and to receive the fund deck is by emailing us directly, admin@navtradingco. Of course, if you have any questions about any of these products, whether it be the ticker trends terminal, the copy trading strategy, or the fund, you can again email us. That's the best way to contact us. And I'm overall really, really excited about the future of ticker trends. I think that all three of these products will be exciting for financial market users. And I think that we're doing some really cool things at Ticker Trends. And even internally, we've been expanding the team. We recently opened a dedicated location in Dallas, Texas for the Ticker Trends company, which has been amazing, especially to work in person. It completely changes the dynamic of how fast we're moving and what's going on in the company. So overall, I'm excited about the future, and I hope you are as well. I hope you see this value that we're trying to bring to investors and people who are interested in financial markets. And I hope it also makes sense why we're doing these product changes and launching these new products. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and see you in the next video.